just reminds us of how mobile this event has been in history. Sonny Garcia, one of the all-time greats at Bells Beach. He's won 3 of them. All 3 were actually not on the bowl. You know, he had one down at the 12 Apostles years ago. Semifinals way back when, as we'll get caught up with the start of this one. Ian Gouveia getting a 2.17 here, Flick.
Yeah, so just a small score here. Assuming getting to work on the backhand, but probably just this wave selection just letting him down that little bit and not really standing up and hitting the bowl how he wants it to. So it's a quick little sort of inconsequential score here.
Positive, happy, frothing, stoked out vibe, and it's just, yeah, that's pretty contagious.
It's kind of like with Jadson gone. It's like a great spot to fill. Everyone loves Jaddy. Everyone loves Ian Gouveia. Ian Gentil, also a great. Parents are actually from Fortaleza in Brazil. So all 3 of these guys could speak Portuguese to each other. As Yago Dora goes up and down, picking up these guys. Rolling in with the white waters. Ian Gouveia here, Vaughn. What'd you see?
Nice drivey surfing, way out on the open face, hoping that the bowl's going to stand up. Just swooping. Looks like snowboarding out there on that one, especially with all that froth on the face. Tricky wave, but Ian sticks with it. Comes into a big section on the inside. Blast that. That was cool.
The rapid fire going through the points in that heat. That was just such a veteran read. And seeing an open door pop up, George making a mistake, he capitalizes and gets the win as we see Yago Dora step off wave number 2. Ian Gouveia got his second wave in this matchup, and Gentil on the board with a 2.57. So these guys trying to build in the matchup here. 2 goofy foots with Gouveia and Dora out there.
And then Yago at the back.
Yeah, so Yago, let's see if he can find a little bit more of that vertical face. He did get that one big belt that we saw. A little bit more critical there in the pocket, and looking real loose. I think just speaking to what you were saying, Vaughn, just almost looking like snowboarding with so much foam on the face there. Just real easy to set those fins free. But yeah, gets that one nice belt there on the inside. So probably the best of the exchange, I'd say.
So let's get some equipment talk as we send it to, well, first watching a rare left-hander. Of course he would find a left at Bells. Yago Dora going for a punt.
I think of the caliber of surfers, and even, you know, I think back to the WSL Awards at the beginning of the year, and he got every team rider up on that stage, and I was like, wow, that's bloody almost half the tour. It's pretty incredible.
As we roll in now with Ian Gouveia, son of Fabio Gouveia. Throwing that quick vertical whip in the pocket, going flat, he's going to fade. Maybe a inside track, not going to happen there for Gouveia, and his lead out front looking to improve on a 2.17. It was something he's been waiting to do for a very long time. Here's Gentil. Maui boy lights up that section. He's got so much range on that carve. He's had a high profile in surfing since he was about 10 years of age. A replacement surfer in this event for Gabriel Medina. And now with great timing and patience, he punches out the finishing move. Gentil's second scoring wave so far, Flick.
You know, this sort of happens in this generation where everyone's sort of emulating the same person, but he's just got this loosey-goosey flow to it. And yeah, it's just a lot of style and a lot of flair. And I just really appreciate watching that, because for me, it's just that point of difference. And yeah, so that one turn stands out to me for sure. And I mean, he's only got a really small score on the board, so he's just trying to find something here where he can connect to the inside. Gets the finish.
Found a finishing move. Gentil also getting in the mix, Flick.
Yeah, so just finding that line at the top there. Looking cool, calm and collected, waiting for this thing to sort of drop out and bowl a bit. And it looks like to me he's just toying with it. Still trying to find that sort of steeper face. This wave not offering much, but it looks like it's getting a bit steeper here as he cracks it on the inside. But that whole wave was...
Check out that entire episode of Inside Pro Surfing on WorldSurfLeague.com. Seeing Yago Dora take the win over Italo Ferrer in the final in Peniche. As he got this wave during the break. Flowing on the backhand. Looking for just about a 157 to move into the top 2. And getting a nice little section. It looked like it was about to bowl up, then went off speed. He was wise enough to go light on his feet, and still last year's a wild card. Lyndon Ringrose was a wild card a few years before that, and formerly full-time on tour, surfing every location on the championship tour as we roll into a nice growing wall for Ian Gentil. Some speed, and how cool was that lean back slide? Well-timed maneuver. Hits it in the pocket and just throws it down on the end.
Yeah, this is a smart move. I mean, right before this rain squall is about to kick in, it's making the face of this wave really nice and smooth. I mean, he saw this down the line. He eyeballed this thing off. And, I mean, this turn here, great read just to sort of get out in front of it and tag this quickly. But a lot more work done on the inside here because he manages to get up into the lip a couple of times and just nice free-flowing technique.
Clean, fun performance. Gouveia's tracking back into the pocket. Semi-finalist in Pipeline to kick off the year. He tags that whitewater section and fits that one in well. Kept his speed well down the line. Didn't really let him completely coil up for those majors.
And are we going to put a tiny bit more separation out there as we look to Ian and what he got done? I feel like he's sort of, I mean, he's going to know this better than anyone, you know, the level of surfer, but the wave selection at the moment for him is looking a bit tricky. I mean, it's the ones that he's taking off on are sort of forcing him out, you know, a bit wide of probably where he wants to be. I mean, there is a couple of moments there, but just sort of not quite connecting with that bowl.
Pulling out some of the goofies that have owned this joint over the years. Oh, a little replay here.
Ian Gentil got the 6.5 and then rolled into this thing. Are you kidding me? Speed jam, little tap there, and so much flare on the inside. Oh my goodness, he's making it look so rippable.
Yeah, great performance there. That was a good, strong finish. Momentum building.
Selfies are going to be happening all the way up the steps for Ian Gentil. You can follow our socials at WSL.